what is the best approach if I don't have any followers and no email list? Got an offer ready. What should I do first? The seed launch is literally for your exact situation. You don't have to be in that exact situation with no followers and no list. Like it works great too. Like we did a seed launch a month or so ago, So you can do it if you have an established business. It's a great idea if you have an established business, but it's really just so perfect if you don't have any followers, you don't have any email list, and also if you don't have a product even. And it's great because you can launch. In the process of launching, you actually build all three of those things through the process.
Yeah. It's also, if you have a small following, it's even better. We all need to build a following. We all need to build a list, but we all start with zero. At some point, all of us have 0 people in our community or in our audience or on our list. Yeah. And like Dan said, that seed launch is that you get paid before you actually create the product. You do your launch, you get paid, you get your first few clients. And generally, it's not about making $1 million. It's not about having this insane success dollar-wise, but it's about getting those first few clients and building a great product. And then from there, you're in the game, you're in the business. When I first started teaching how to do product launches, I had about 8 or 9 years of doing product launches, and I was really good at it, but I'd never taught it. So I had an abrupt change in business. My partner of my prior business stole the business from me, literally like one day. I just no longer had that business anymore. And, many of you have been through bad partnership breakups, and I'm not the only one with that story, but that happened, and that business was in a different niche. It was all about the stock market, and I'm like, I want to start teaching marketing. I want to start teaching launches, but I don't know how to teach it. I know how to do it. I don't know how to teach it. So I did a seed launch, got 6 people that joined me. 6 people bought from me, which isn't really all that impressive to get 6 sales. It's not nothing, but it's not super impressive. But those 6 sales allowed me to build the initial product and have it be amazing because I had the interaction with people because I was teaching it live, and also brought in money when I needed money because my prior business has gone away. And then that just led to success after success after success. And it's now grown into what we have here. And I've done over $100 million in sales in this business with this brand, all based off those initial 6 sales. So I don't want any of you to ever estimate where you're starting and where you could go. Maybe it's just buttons and it feels too small. Well, when I did my very, very first business, it felt impossibly small. And you just never know where you're going to end up if you just keep putting one foot in front of the other and you execute.
Love it. Love it. Here's one. This one's come up a couple times. I think this came up in some of the questions on the overall homepage too. Sarah's saying, I think this seems like the seed launch, and really say I launched in general, revolve around using video. Can a launch be successful without video being part of the launch?
It absolutely can be. Video it's a tool. It's a really cool tool for some of us. Because a lot of us, writing doesn't come to us naturally, but most all of us can speak. So video is a tool, but it's not the only tool. I've done launches just with email. I've done launches just with live broadcasts like we're doing now. I've done launches just with video. Those are just tools. Those are tools that you apply the launch strategies to. So yeah, you don't have to be on video. You could do just screen capture. So you're just showing slides. It's enormously flexible.
Absolutely. And like, if you do want to use video really, I think the answer is again, just do whatever's going to be easiest. Like if you're like, yep, I'm a great writer. I have no problem writing all this stuff. Like, cool. That could be a great approach. But for most people, flipping on the camera and shooting a video, usually a little bit easier. Some people find going live is a little bit easier. Like we have people who have built their audience and done their first launches just literally off of, Facebook or Instagram lives that we had that Anne LaFollette was talking about doing that. It's one of our great case study. I think we already shared that one actually. It's kind of whatever medium is going to hold you back the least, or whatever medium is going to let you get your message out in the best way. And if you're doing videos, they don't have to be super fancy professional videos like what we have too. You could just literally just do it on your phone, just selfie style, talking to it, just talking to, at the end of the day here, you are talking with people who are passionate about the thing that you're sharing, right? If you're sharing about these buttons that you're going to be using with your handmade creations with yarn, you're only speaking to the people who love that stuff. the people who care about that stuff and the people who are coming to hear you talk about it. And to me, I think that just opens up a whole different, it's just a totally different thing. When you think about, I am talking about something that I'm passionate about, and I'm only talking to other people who are also passionate about that, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be perfect. Whatever lets you bring that passion through.
Yeah, there's just a question that you just answered. Let's speak to those of us who are possibly introverted and don't want to show our faces. First of all, I am totally an introvert, like so many people who end up in this role. So, and I'm like the person when I go to a party, my only goal is to find one person that I like know. And then I do everything. I become the most charming person in the world to that one person. So I don't have to go talk to anyone else. And they'll be like, after 30 minutes, they're like, oh, I shouldn't hog your time. I should go talk to them. I'm like, no, you should hog my time. So that's who I am. So I feel for the introverts. But like what Dan just spoke to, you don't have to be on camera. But at the end of the day, when you do this, you're just talking to the people that are really interested. We all have things we're interested in. Like I could talk, if you want to talk like wilderness river trips, I mean, don't get me started. I'll go forever. Want to talk to me about mountain biking? I'll go talk about skiing. Yeah, I'll go forever. And actually talk to me about putting together really cool offers that convert. Yeah, I can talk forever. When you do this, you're only talking to people that are interested in your topic and interested in you. And no, you don't have to show your face. You could do it all via audio if you want. All of it, you get to make up the rules. That's the great thing about this. But I think what you'll find is when you do this right, when you do the launch right, and you get the right clients, they're people you want to interact with.
Yeah. I don't know. I think about that. Like, dude, you go find the one person at the party. I'm like, I'm gonna go find the dog, the cat. I'm gonna go hang out with the dog or the cat. Like, they don't get up and leave. But there's also something kind of cool when you realize that like you're talking to the camera, doing that. You can do that alone in your house, your studio, or whatever. You hit publish, and then you turn it off. You put the phone down. You close the browser, and it's like cool. There you go. You put your message out there. You don't even need to really look at the response if it's something that's freaking you out. Like you can just put your message out there and then you're done.
So Dan, I want to move on from this topic about like I don't want to be on camera, but there's just one thing here I just saw, and just going to be real quick. Is it preferable to make me the visible expert that is on camera or create a third person we in print? People don't buy from we. They buy from people. If you want to, you want to avoid that airline speak. How they make those announcements when you're on the plane and they talk in like the third person? It's bullshit. No one connects with that. And in this world is about connection. And ever more so, it's about connection because there's so little connection happening right now, especially with AI, right? So don't ever go to the we land. If you don't want to be on camera, you can figure that out. We can help you figure that out. It's totally possible, but don't ever go to the we land. Do your best. Sometimes you'll actually see it creep into my emails because we literally are a we. When we roll out, you'll see when we roll out the Product Launch Formula coaching program, it's not just me. I've got an entire team. It's me, it's Dan. I've got a team of coaches. We've built up this big business. You don't have to do business like I'm doing it, but we got a big mission, so we've built up this significant team. So sometimes it creeps in because it really is we. Like when we I just did it right there. When we roll out the Product Launch Formula coaching program, and when I roll it out, it's hard for me to say I anymore because my whole team is behind this, but we will offer coaching calls. And you'll get coaching calls if you join Product Launch Formula for a full year. And on those coaching calls, the first month, we'll have 6 coaches on those calls just to answer as many questions as possible. So it is a we. Yeah, in your copy, go with the first person. They connect with you. They don't connect with we. No one cares about we.
And I think that's just becoming ever more true, like literally by the day. If you think about, I don't know, pretty much anything that you could learn online or that you could buy online, like how many different people are going to be offering that? How many different people could you buy yarn from? How many people could you learn to build a business from? How many people could you learn how to build a shed from? Like the answer is like almost infinite, right? So the fact that you are just providing something, whether it's information or art or a book or a physical product, the fact that you have something for sale or something to provide, that's not special. And way too many people act like that's the thing that just sets them apart, is that they have this thing. It's like, no, the thing that sets you apart is your approach, your unique approach to it. Because when things become commoditized and when there's just an endless array of options, people are ever more going to be searching out somebody that they really resonate with, somebody that feels like, oh yeah, like I see, like Jeff's a lot like me. Like, yeah, I could learn how to build a business from anybody, but I want to do it the way that Jeff does. So much more powerful, so much more powerful. So whenever I see any sort of question that boils down to eventually, like, should I try to be professional or should I try to be authentic? Authentic wins every time, my book.
Hey, Launch family, thanks again for listening. Wasn't that a great clip? If you haven't yet, hit subscribe. We have lots of great episodes coming up, and it really helps the channel grow. Plus, if you go to getyoulaunch.com, we have some absolutely free, amazing resources for you and training. I'm going to put it right down here, or you can check out the show notes just down below. And thanks again for listening. We love doing this show, and we are excited to keep growing with you. See you on the next episode.